Hey guys, how's it going? So it's me, finally back to make a video for you. It's been a really long time, and I do apologize for that. The last video that I made, I discussed my upcoming flight, and I was gonna vlog that for you. And that was my first flight in 10 years, and I think I realized now why no one has really vlogged their flying journey, because it was extremely difficult. But I will talk about that in just a couple minutes. I do want to give you my thoughts on flying Southwest, using the customer size policy. I want to talk about that. But first, just a quick little update just about me. I kind of went off track. Shocker. Thanksgiving, I had a friend in town, and I just find it really like, I don't know, kind of irritating to diet harsh, like be super strict when other people are in town that aren't usually here. And sorry if the lights are bugging you. I still have my Christmas lights up because, well, I just do. And so yeah, totally random. I'm so sorry. So anyway, I had a friend in town. I just find it really, really difficult to like diet and stuff when other people are here in my little bubble. Sorry, I have my sweater on kind of backwards, so I'm gonna fix that. But so I went off track for Thanksgiving, and I had intentions of getting back on track like right after Thanksgiving, and that just didn't happen. I had my trip coming up, and I just made the choice that I wasn't gonna do that to myself. Like, I wasn't gonna be out of town trying to do keto the first couple weeks, because we all know keto the first couple weeks is like not fun. So I just didn't, and I kind of tried to just like eat whatever I wanted, but be like real about it and not overindulge and not like binge and not do any of that stuff. So I did really well for a while. So this may be a rather long video, but anyway, I'll try to not make it more than 10 or 15 minutes. So I did really well. I didn't gain any weight. I went to Arizona, and I did the Grand Canyon and Meteor Crater and Petrified Forest. Drove through Sedona. It was beautiful. And it made me realize that you can go do all these fun things and still be fat. Like, I think for a long time, I just put myself in like a cage, and I was like, I'm too fat to do anything, and so it just like made me not do it. But I went there and I did these things, and I was doing them, and I was like, you know, I'm still really fat, and I'm okay. Like, I'm doing these things, I'm having a great time. It was great, the change in elevation, because I live below sea level, essentially. I think it's like 20 feet above, but I live really like at sea level. And Grand Canyon and everything is a pretty high elevation, and that was like a completely new thing for me. I've never went up in mountains. I've never done any of that before, and it was really hard to breathe. Like, and I was like, oh my God, am I dying because I'm fat, or am I dying just because I'm 6,000 feet up? So I think that's just like a normal thing, and I hope it is. But I survived. I had a great time. I had a blast. Oh my gosh, it was so, so good, you guys. And I'll post some videos, or not videos, I will post in some pictures in this video right now of me at the Grand Canyon and some of the other pictures that I took. So here they are. So you just saw those pictures. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was amazing. So anyway, but I went off track for all that. And then Christmas came and I was still off track. And unfortunately, Christmas is a really, really rough time for me. Make another video on that some other time as to why Christmas is so rough for me. But my binging and my just like overeating kind of came in and I gained some weight back. So right now it is December the 28th. And from the lowest weight that I reached this time dieting, not the last time dieting, but this time dieting, I've gained about 7 pounds. So it's not the end of the world. Most of that is probably water weight. We're gonna get back on some kind of train soon and get that off. No big deal. Not freaking out about it at all. This is a journey and I'm realizing that more and more as I go about like my life and just there's so many things I need to tell you guys. And I just like, I can't do it all in this one video, but like my brain has just been like revamped in a lot of different ways. So I'm really changing up this channel just a little bit. We're still going to talk about Fluffy and we're still going to talk about losing weight because ultimately I want to lose weight, but I want to do so much more than just lose weight. That is not my only focus and it never has been. And I kind of limited this channel to just being that. And that's not what it is. Like I told you all a few videos ago, I am like doing a debt-free journey now, trying to pay off like the little debts that I have. I really don't have that many, praise the Lord. I do have a few, I'm trying to pay them off, I'm trying to save up a substantial amount of money so that I can move in a few months. I'm hoping to move sooner than later because I really don't like my apartment. I just don't. So that's a whole journey, like a whole video, and I will do a whole video on budgeting for you very soon. The other thing that's kind of happening is like the revamping where I can go do these things that I thought I could never do before. Now I can do them. It's amazing. So excited. What I think I'm actually going to do is do a whole video by itself on customer size, and I will film that right after this one because I think this one's just going to be too long giving you guys this update. So please go check out the next video to see my review on customer size. Sorry, totally not trying to like throw anybody off. I just don't want to like make this video 20 minutes and then the people that just want to hear about customer size and don't want to hear about my life, they don't have to sit through this. So yeah, and then just you guys, I've lived so long that just being depressed and down and putting myself in these negative environments with just toxic people and letting myself develop a toxic mentality about myself and who I was. And you know, I'm done with that. Like I turned 31 in October and something just like clicked in my brain. And I was like, I don't want to live the same way that I've lived for 30 years. Like, I don't want that anymore, you know? And I started to just like reevaluate a lot of like friendships and relationships and just like different things that I did, different things that I thought about myself. And I realized I had a really, really just like a terribly low view of myself as a person. And I'm not even sure why. Like, I think it comes from like a lot of childhood abuse and just like a lot of bad, unhealthy environments and situations that I've had to go through. But over the last couple of months, that's kind of started to change. And it's something I'm definitely working on. Like, I'm not awful. And for so long, you guys, like, I just lived like I was, and I'm really not. So this channel is gonna be, sorry, I'm looking at my TV because it kind of looks like it's falling off of the wall. That's not good. But anyway, this channel is gonna be more about just like my life and my journey to finding joy and finding me and just enjoying life, because you all, that's what we're supposed to do. We're not here to live miserable. And if you're a Christian like I am, you know, Jesus said that he gives us the abundant life. And for so long, I've been a Christian for 13 years, and for so long, I have lived miserable. Like absolutely miserable in my mind, in my heart, in my actions, and my activities. I've just lived miserable. And you guys, we don't have to live that way. You are not horrible. You are not awful. You are not worthless. And if you think that about yourself, then stop. I mean, we all do bad things. We all make bad decisions. We all, unfortunately, we live in a society that kind of promotes us hurting one another. And I hate that, and I wish I could fix it, and I can't. And I know in my own life I've hurt people, and y'all, it makes me so upset when I think about the things that I've done that have hurt others. Even if it was just as simple as, you know, spreading some, like saying something that I shouldn't have said about somebody, or sharing a secret when I shouldn't have, because we all know sometimes our mouths just move and we don't hear what's coming out until it's too late, and we're like, oh God. Like, even if it's something like that, or some of the bigger things that I've done, because you guys, I've done some bad stuff. And I'm not going to tell you what that was, because it's none of your business. But I've done it, and I'm ashamed, and it breaks me. But I know at the end of the day, that's not the definition of who I am as a person. I am not a bad person. I did a couple of bad things. It doesn't make me a bad person. And I'm just tired of living in that bondage of thinking that I'm horrible, and because I've done bad things, I shouldn't be blessed, and I shouldn't enjoy life, and I shouldn't be counted a good person, and I shouldn't have good things. You know what I mean? And like, I just want you guys to come on this journey with me, because I'm so excited to not just lose weight, but to be out of debt, to not live paycheck to paycheck, to not worry about money, to not worry about bills, to find who I am, to go places and see things and do things and share experiences with you guys, and to talk to you guys about the different things that are happening in my heart and in my brain, and just like, y'all, like, I feel like I've turned a corner in my life, and I'm so flippin' excited. Like, I'm just so excited. And I want you guys to come with me, and this isn't gonna be just a every 3-month video about, oh, I lost 20 pounds. Yay, I lost 20 pounds. I wanna show you that you can live life. If you weigh what I weigh, you guys, you can still live your life. And if you've done bad things, you can still be a good person and have good blessings and experience joy. Because your past doesn't define who you are now. Like, it doesn't limit who you are now, like right now. Like, I can't emphasize it enough to you. Like, that was a chapter in your story, and it's ended, and you've moved on. You can turn the page. Like, you don't have to live in that bondage anymore. Like, you don't have to live with it anymore. And if you were hurt when you were a kid, if somebody said something or did something to you, if you lived with mental abuse or physical abuse or sexual abuse or emotional abuse, if you were abandoned, if you were, you know, any of the things that unfortunately so many people go through and endure, you don't have to live with that over your brain anymore. Like, you don't have to live and struggle to that anymore. Like, I almost felt like my past just like was a dark cloud that just I carried with me every single day. Even if I was having fun, it was still there. Like, it was just like, oh, remember when that happened to you? Remember this and remember that. And you know, now I still remember those horrible moments. And you guys, I could tell you stories that would just make you go, oh dear, why did you have to go through that? But I think so many people could tell you those stories, and they're terrible. And my heart hurts that we live in a world that we put other people through things like that. But if you went through one of those things, or even, God forbid, if you did one of those things, you just don't have to live with that anymore. If you sinned, if you did something, if you're a Christian, and I'm not trying to be preachy, but y'all, if you follow me for long, you know I love Jesus with all my heart. So it's going to come out. And I apologize if it offends you. I mean no offense. But if you are a Christian and you've done something that you shouldn't have, you repent. Jesus is not standing there with a permanent hammer. Like, he'll forgive you. But just don't live in bondage to it anymore. Don't let the devil use it to get you up here anymore. Like, you don't have to. You just don't have to. Like, I had no intention of saying half of this stuff in this video. But like I said, I've always wanted to be transparent. I wanted to be real with you. And this journey is just kind of like transforming into a whole different thing. But, you know, you just don't have to live with that burden. And the devil will use it as long as you let him. But, you know, Jesus came to heal the brokenhearted and to set at liberty those who've been bruised. You know, he came to break the chains of those that are held in bondage. And for me, for so long, I lived with severe depression and oppression. There were so many moments that I just didn't want to live anymore. Like, I can be 100% real with you guys. Like, there were so many moments that I was hurting so bad, so deep inside my heart and in my soul. Like, I just didn't want to live anymore. And I'm not going to lie to you and say that, like, my mind is completely 100% like healed from all of that. What I can say to you is 100% true. Like, where I was 5 years ago to where I am today is night and day. Like, so much better. So, follow my journey. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you're overweight, if you're struggling to lose weight, follow my journey. If you are, you know, struggling with depression and oppression, follow my journey. If you were abused, if you went through some crap, if you lost family members that were close to you, because been there, done that, follow my journey. Like, let's find joy in life again. Let's find healing from the painful moments. And let's just find freedom. Because I really think that's what I'm on a journey to do at this point. It's freedom from all the things that I've carried for so long. Like, it's just freedom. It's freedom from carrying the weight, literally the physical weight of obesity, and the mental weight of financial struggle, and the mental and emotional weight of being an abuse survivor. And it's freedom from depression and oppression and living life unvictoriously. So if any of that appeals to you, because I covered a gamut of things, like, if any of that is something for you, follow my journey. I love you guys, and I'm just so excited to document this, to take you with me, to see the things, to do the things, to prove the haters wrong, and just to live joy, and to live freedom, and to live the abundant life, and to live victoriously. So follow my journey if you want, and if you don't. It's totally fine. That's all I gotta say, and I will see you next time, and I will be filming the Southwest customer of size review video thing next. So look for that to post, if not right after this one, tomorrow. Anyway, thank you. I'm sorry it was so random. Y'all know how it goes. Bye.